I just thought I'd let you see the new loading screen. It is this woman! in this stream of the finale of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 with Sith Laws that we must stop. We must stop the tyranny of the Star Granny! Let's do it! Oh god, I thought I'd crash there for a second, but we're good. All good. A little bit laggy. Start looting the place while I'm here. Now, just go left or right. I'm gonna do the outer circle first, just get everything looted.
Clan Ordo! No one
Symbols. Yes, Tyrant, it is time to get rid of the Star Granny. I told you, I keep my promises, don't I? I told you I'd call this title this. I told you I titled the stream thusly.
To battle.
I'll take care of it. Time to die.
Well, I'm glad this is the last. I'm actually kind of glad we're near the end of the game at this point because, yeah, I've been hit with the news as soon as I woke up this morning that, oh hey, start getting your stuff packed. You need to be moved to flat lower down in the building by next week. I'm like, so at this point, this is quite possibly the only time I have available to me to actually get a stream done, so better get it done quicker.
Who wants to die first?
I wouldn't call it exciting, just easier. I guess, I just call it easier. Another Jelsay mentor belt. I'm getting these like everywhere. Got like 1,000,000 of them. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. It means I won't have to break my arm every time I'm carrying shopping upstairs, which is fun.
You've reached one of the target sites. Place the proton core, prime it, then give the signal, Mandalore.
I just like to believe that I'm blowing up my old apartment while doing this. By doing this, that place was hell.
Arming signal received, Mandalore. The proton core is active. We still need to set 3 more charges. Mandalore, we're holding our position, but the Sith appear to be offering little resistance. It's like they don't even realize we're here.
Yeah, I think that's kind of a sum up of my old flat. Don't you think, Tyron, that the living conditions there was so bad it felt like I was living on the Ravager? It honestly did. I was getting a amount of sleep that this crew does, so makes sense. Hold your position and we'll set the rest of the charges. Oh, lag. Tyron! I know I can't wear him, but I think I've now got both the best light side robe in the game and the best dark side robe in the game. And Darth Malak's arm. Having some good loot tables. I really am. Anyway, I think Candra's could use this. I don't think I can. I don't have the constitution for it. Yep. This is going to Candra's. Oh, you got Visas. Yeah. I told you I've got the best dark side robe, Tyron. I've also got Kratos. I've got both Alimas and Kratos. Like I said, I'm getting really lucky with my loot tables. Fair. That's fair. Okay, that's the entirety of the lower circle done. Let's do the middle circle. You told me I'd be fine with my security score, Siren. Yes, Cloud, I'm streaming and you're available. Congratulations. Um, 26, Siren, is my current security score. Yeah, I've got security of 26. I can't open those doors. I call bullcrap. Yeah, Cloud's fault. This is the way. Did not mean to waste that security spike, but whatever. Another Fonz robe and another Freedom Nads blaster. Okay. In fact, while I'm here, whoa! I don't want to learn about it. Where's Mandalore's old gun? There it is. What have we got? Upgrade it with the proper best stuff. Yeah, that's the weird thing, because I've been using the security tunnels, which should take my skill up to 28, and it's still not opening. That's why I'm so confused.
I shall make this one A weakness is revealed. A weakness is revealed.
Who wants to die first?
How dare you save? Let me crit you! Alright. So, I think around this corner should be...
You've reached one of the target sites. Place the proton core, prime it, then give the signal, Mandalore.
Yes, set the charges.
Arming signal received, Mandalore. The proton core is active. 2 more sites are left. We've lost contact with 2 of our squads and we've had to fall back to the docking area.
Understood. Try not to give up any more ground. Do not, and by God, do not fall back to the dogging area. That place is specifically off limits. No falling back to the dogging area. Understood?
Who wants to die first? No one crosses.
Anyway. Just so I can open these damn doors. Another Kratos robe, my god. I'm just getting luck. I'm getting pure RNG with this stuff. My security's... These doors do not make sense! I just bumped all my skill points for my next level up into securities. I've now got it at 29. And watch. My security is 29. You should be opening. It really is Cloud's fault. Oh, look, an old friend.
You come to kill me. The final insult. Stripping Onderon, my soldiers, my home from me, only to have me die here.
God damn it, Cloud. What happened to you, Tobin?
He happened. The hunger that fills this vessel. It is power, but it consumes without end. It is that power we felt on Onderon that Vaklu felt. It was an echo, too strong to ignore.
So you gave into it?
General Vaklu and I, when it seemed that we would need more to take Onderon, make it strong again, he came with his power, his soldiers. It seemed as if there was nothing we could not do. Nothing the Queen could do to stop us.
And nothing you could do to stop him.
I have served the wrong master. He cares nothing for Onderon, its soldiers, its people. Everything exists to feed his will. I came here, to this dead ship, and now he will not permit me to leave.
This ship seems awfully familiar.
This ship. It is a graveyard of a terrible battle. Everything on it slowly dies, as long as he hungers.
It is the way of all life that serves him. In his presence, all life dies.
This ship is from Malachor. This Sith Lord of yours bolsters his fleet with ships from that world? He's nothing more than a scavenger.
I think he is of that place. If so, then his power may be great indeed. Greater than I had thought.
Why did your master come to Telos, Tobin? Tell me.
The master suffers. If he cannot feed, then the hunger begins to consume him. The planet, Telos, he may feed on something upon its surface to sustain him a while longer.
But there is nothing here. Telos is almost a world of the dead. There is nothing to sustain him here.
You think to lie to me still? I will not be deceived again. I told him, you know, what the old woman told me. I told him of the Academy here, of the Jedi here. I could not have kept it from him, even if I had wanted to.
What old woman?
He means that Jedi witch you travel with, Kreia.
Yes, the old woman on Onderon. She spoke of the Jedi Academy here on Telos, and my master was forced to come here.
But there are no Force users that escape here except us.
Then her lies will mean the planet's destruction. He will destroy all of Telos. He will turn it to fire again and crush the planet beneath him. He will devour them all, murder them all.
If there are no Jedi here, then my lord cannot feed his hunger. He will destroy the planet, the station. He will cleanse it of life. Even if the people below are not Force-sensitive, the small amount he can feed on from the mass destruction of the station and the life on the planet will sustain him a while longer. And if there are no Jedi below, he will have no other choice.
And what if we deny him Telos?
Then he will suffer. Without something to sustain him, I do not know what will happen.
I think Star Granny knew. I think Kreia knew. She has been drawing him out. If she linked Telos to your lord, maybe she wanted him to come here and find nothing.
He will create nothing. He will end this place. Your old woman has killed this planet, and with it, countless other worlds that depend on its survival. You could not stop him even if you wanted to. And you cannot escape either. If the Force runs through you, he will feed on it when Citadel Station dies. Your time, your life, will end here.
Where can I find him, your master?
On the bridge. He waits on the bridge.
Is he waiting for us?
Waiting for you? No, he does not wait for you.
I do not believe he knows his ship has been boarded. And if he did, he would not care. The extent of his power cannot be put into words. And his perceptions have grown as well. To him,
you are dust motes in a storm, a grain upon the beach, and as insignificant as a body that orbits the graveyard of Malachor. Fight him if you will, but if he turns his power upon you, you will be destroyed.
And what of his ship?
This ship, is it his weakness? It should not exist, yet it cruises the darkness between the stars. He tore it from the mass shadows of Malachor, along with his fleet. That is a measure of his power.
The ship is barely holding itself together. The structural damage should have destroyed it long ago.
He holds it together. And he keeps us all alive. Just enough. Like rotworms within a dying beast.
More Jedi tricks.
No. Not Jedi. Not Jedi at all.
If he's so powerful, why hasn't he stopped us then? We've attacked his ship, killed his soldiers, and he's done nothing.
It is because he sees planets, stars, not people. To him, the planet below, the station with its teeming life, Only that is massive enough to demand his attention.
I'm here to kill your Master Turbine. Either help me or stand aside.
There is nothing to be done except wait. If you go to him, he will destroy you, and your last moments shall be of shadow and pain.
If you are to save Onderon, traitor, then listen to me. Once he destroys Telos, then Onderon will be among those he will destroy next. He has been there. He has felt it. And if he hungers, it will be next on his menu.
Onderon? But there's no longer any need.
He has already touched Onderon. He will be back for it in time. Once Telos has been destroyed, Onderon could be next.
You are right. As long as he exists, Onderon is in danger. The galaxy is in danger. What would you have me do?
I need someone to set off the Proton cores on this vessel when we give the signal. It may mean your death, but it'll be a noble sacrifice for the safety of Onderon.
Go report to the target site, Colonel. I'll let my men know you're coming. And if you try anything stupid, they'll shoot you dead.
I will do as you ask, for Onderon's sake.
Such acts have their own strength about them. I had forgotten.
It was a small act, nothing more.
It may seem that way, but perhaps it can become much more. I'm sorry, I did not mean to speak of it.
No, speak your mind. I wish to hear it.
Principles of sacrifice and charity. These are things I have not seen in some time. I'm afraid that it will weaken you for what comes. But I have said enough, and you do not need my counsel. Your actions should, as always, be your own.
Are you seeing this, Tyrant? I did my last level up on skill. I've put every point into security to bump it up to 29. And it apparently is still too low, even though the DC is 28. Yeah, I'll probably do Valor next time. I'd already accidentally pressed the attack button. Next door I see, it's Valor time. Probably the same way as Darth Malik's armor ended up on Telos, Tyrant. Shrug.
You've reached one of the target sites. Place the proton core, prime it, then give the signal, Mandalore. Arming signal received, Mandalore. The proton core is active. Only one proton core remains to be set. We're encountering heavy resistance. I don't know how long we can hold out.
Thank you very much, Tyrant. I will take your Writer's Choice Award very gladly. Hold on, we're almost done.
What the hell was that? I told you to wait! Mandalore, we've made contact with the enemy, and one of the cores has detonated prematurely. Was it in the target zone? No, Mandalore. We have failed you. I offer you my... Do we have another core? No, Mandalore. Even with the other two cores set in the ship, it will not be sufficient to destroy the vessel. We need to find another proton core, or we need to make one. All right, wait for my signal. This isn't over. And don't kill yourself before I tell you.
Smooth, Canderous. Smooth. Yep. Hooray for backtracking. And hooray for enlightenment, I can have valor. I can have valor and full speed at the same time. It's nifty.
You've reached one of the target sites. Place the proton core, prime it, then give the signal, Mandalore. Arming signal received, Mandalore. The proton core is active. That's the last of them, Mandalore. We can destroy the ship on your command.
I have one last Sith Lord to kill, and I'll be along presently.
This door leads to my cell. I had forgotten.
Is there anything you need?
If there is time, I would like to center myself. There is a meditation chamber within my cell that I would visit one last time.
Do whatever it is you feel you need to do, Jesus, but do it quickly. Notice how the runes have changed since our last visit to this room? Nice and subtle.
Past the surface, there is the Force. Where once there was a world that was strong in the Force, now there is a barren wasteland. It's okay. It's gonna be... It has taken time for me to return here. I lost my way, but I've been stronger for the journey. What happens now shall not be done out of hate or revenge, but for the sake of all life. And I ask you finally to forgive me. This body is a prison no longer.
I know the light side version is this. The dark side version is a lot more dark-sided. Don't remember whether or not I've seen the grey version. But she's come to terms with the death of her home world and calmed the hatred within herself. This has given her a strong connection to the Force and a bonus to her Force points. Okay. Help me, enlightenment. Ball! Are you seeing this, Tyrant? I have enlightenment active. I've now got a security of 31. I hate doors. I hate doors. I will now forever hate doors. Hey Visas, I've got a fresh robe for you. If you need to put the one you're wearing in the wash, you can do. Nice room. I've explored everywhere. Oh, another circlet of Suresh. Hey, Visas. I'll give you that. Why the fuck not? Why the frick not? Better than the hunting mask. You don't really need your stealth here.
How may I serve?
Let me double check. I think I do. Yeah, I pretty much do, to be honest. I've mainly got her in a Bakashi form so she can actually hold her own in a fight.
Who wants to die first?
I know, Tyrant. My own words. More than likely, Canderous saw the exile would have killed them before she even gets to them, so it doesn't really matter. She's not really my big damage dealer in the party. Outside the exile, I'm pretty much using Canderous as my damage dealer. It's better work this time. Ball. Bullius Crappius. The lesser known Rover Emperor. I'm just carving a path of destruction right now. Don't mind me. And thank you for giving me a piece of armor I can't even pronounce.
Weakness is revealed.
get this locker over here. If only I had that earlier for Atten or Mira, that would have been helpful. Here we are. It's the final showdown-ish.
This door leads to the bridge and my former master. If you wish to gather your strength, this is the last time.
You don't need to come with me, you know, Visas.
It was never a question of need, and I would follow you wherever your path leads. This thing must be done. It must come to an end.
I agree. Let's do this. Let's get a save in. We're about to fight the second most powerful Sith Lord in galactic history. I think it needs a save. I will not let you destroy Telos. Who's this shit siren? That's my only question. Kray's lied to you. There are no Jedi here. You must have sensed it with all your power. There is nothing for you to feed on here. I mean, he did tire him, but I don't think he's nearly as powerful as he... In our real life, he's not going to be nearly as powerful as he is in the actual tour. He hasn't lived nearly as long. He did the Anathema ritual, but I don't think even that makes him within even the top 10 of the most powerful Sith Lords, in my opinion. He probably push it close, but I don't think he's going to breach the top 10. I mean, Nihilus just... He's an eater, he's a Force eater, he just... Need I say more? Nihilus is just insanely powerful, in my opinion. To one planet. Count how many times Nihilus has done it. Nihilus has done it far more. Nihilus has done it far more frequently, and he didn't really need a Force ritual to do it. He just did it. If you use your power here, Sith Lord, you will only exhaust yourself and become vulnerable. She has betrayed you, and now I shall finish you.
Soon you shall know. A weakness is revealed. I shall make this one. too powerful.
You're his link to this place, Visas. Is there some way you can disrupt the link?
I will try. I cannot hold him for long. You are no match for us. A weakness is revealed.
He just stood there and took it.
What the hell are you doing up there? We need to get off this ship. Now!
What are you doing, Visas?
I have to see with the Force and my eyes.
Very well, if it will bring you peace, then so be it. Tell me what you saw. What did you see when you looked upon him?
I saw a graveyard world, surrounded by a fleet of dead ships. I felt it through him, as I feel it through you. You are my master now, and I will follow wherever your path takes you. My path is at an end.
Then let this ship die, as it should have done, many years ago.
Canderous, are you all right?
Get away from me. I don't need your help. Just leave me here.
Canderous, the Force lies in all living things. I have watched my people die. You will survive. You have no choice. You have been wounded before and lived, Mandalorian. Rise. Many battles do you still have left in you?
You sound like Revan at the end. Do you know what he told me in those last days on the Outer Rim? That the Mandalorian Wars were our doom, and that we had been deceived. That it had never been our decision to wage war on the Republic. Revan said the Mandalorians didn't invade the Republic space 10 years ago because it was our choice. We were tricked. Our entire people sacrificed as pawns, and never knew it. He said there was a war coming, that it was waiting out in the unknown regions, in the dark, waiting for us to destroy each other.
A war? This war?
No, not this one. Another one. More terrible. Against an evil we couldn't begin to comprehend. A war of belief that had been fought for thousands of years. Revan went off to fight it.
And left you here.
Revan was one of the greatest military leaders in the galaxy, in history. He knew what he was doing. And I always follow orders.
That wasn't ominous at all. Anyway. I believe it's time to GTFO. Let us leave this ship to die for good, once and for all.
Admiral Onasi wanted to speak with you, ma'am.
Is that a request, or is it an order?
Request, ma'am. As I understand it, there was something private he wished to ask you. Concerning, mutual acquaintance, I believe is how he put it.
Very well. Lead on.
It's a little beat up, but it's still home. I wasn't able to be here to protect it when the Sith attacked the first time. This time you gave me a second chance. I owe you.
The lieutenant told me you wanted to speak to me about a mutual acquaintance of ours.
I've read your records, how the Jedi sentenced you for doing what you believed. You wandered past the Outer Rim during your exile. I ask you, did you find any trace of Revan?
I didn't see Revan after Malachor. Did you know him?
I served with him, like you did. And we had to part ways, like you did.
Why?
He said that there were places where he had to walk where I could not go. Places where having allies, or anyone he cared about, would only place them in danger. It's been 4 years, and I still don't know what happened to him.
You can't give up hope.
He told me to stay here, to try to keep the Republic strong, and that he would return. It was the hardest request I ever had to follow.
And why did he ask that?
I don't know, but it was important to him. He said that he believed something had been behind the Mandalorian Wars, that it hadn't been the Mandalorians' choice to attack the Republic. Whatever it was, I think he went off to find it, to fight it.
How did you and Revan know each other?
It was near the end of the Jedi Civil War, when it seemed like we were going to lose everything. We met on a Republic warship called the Endar Spire. It was being attacked over Terrace, and the Sith had stormed the ship. We saved the Republic, but it was like the war didn't end for him. He would keep remembering things that he'd done, and it kept driving him. And I think he finally remembered something terrible that he'd done during the Mandalorian Wars, and he went to put an end to it. He left a lot of people who cared about him behind, but I think he did it because he thought it was the right thing to do. But whatever he set out to do, I don't think he succeeded. And here you return, with his ship, without him.
That'll be something fun to talk about when we get a chance, Tyron. I met this guy called Revan, and I couldn't trust him! We all escaped Taris with a Mandalorian, whom I didn't trust, Bastila, whom I didn't trust, a Twi'lek girl, whom I didn't trust, Revan-Shepard.
Yes, wherever he went, your ship's been there. If you return to that place, if you find some trace of Revan...
Do you want me to tell you if I find him?
No. Simply tell him that Admiral Onasi is following his orders.
You can tell him yourself when I come back with him in about 3 or 4 years.
Safe journey, exile.
Did she know?
No, she didn't.
There are times I fear we shall never know where he left Karth. And I cannot live not knowing the answer. Why he sought to protect us.
He asked us to stay, to keep the Republic safe. It was important to him. And after meeting the exile, I'm convinced that there are worse things to lose in the galaxy.
Time to skip more cutscenes that you cannot see.
Going to lose their lives. Like I lost my family in Malachor 5.
And all the Jedi who followed Revan, the true Jedi, died at Malachor 5.
And Father left me
Left us all when he lost all that he loved at Malachor 5.
We go now, my master, to that dark place which made you, where you gained your ship, your troops. Your ship, my prison, that you dragged from the gravity well at Malachor 5.
Wish I'd never met her. Wish I'd died there. That the storms had dragged me down into Malachor 5.
We will not surrender. We will not die, like we did on Malachor 5.
Your command echoes still, General, and I obey, as I did at Malachor 5. Now Malachor 5 comes to us, and I wish to face it this last time. You know where you must go. It calls to you still.
It is the heartbeat of the past.
And she must be stopped, there, now. Or she will bring the screams of Malachor 5 to the galaxy, just as we carry the echo all this way.
Thank you, Bader Kenobi. Ah, Star Granny, our target for the evening. Darth Star Granny. Funny thing is, Tyrion, I would still say Scion. Even Scion's more powerful than Vitiate in some ways.
It has been some time.
You were a fool to return. I spared you once. I will not do so again.
Spare me? Ah, yes. No, you simply did not learn the lesson I sought to teach. That your strength is as meaningless as the strength of my hand.
Why have you returned?
Because now I understand why the exile did what she did. There is much to be done.
Master, she is here.
I know.
What is thy bidding, my master?
You are to do nothing. When she arrives, bring her before me.
She may not survive Malachor.
So touching. Can it be you still have feelings within that shell?
Master, what will you do to her?
You know what I shall do. You, who wear my teachings so well. I will break her. She is a blank slate upon which my teachings may be written, as you well know.
No!
Leave me. Await the arrival of the exile. When she comes, bring her before me.
Fine. I shall go find my vibroblade fidget spinner. Anyway, here we are. Malachor. Where our journey began, our journey will conclude. I know I'm running around in circles, but I need to make sure I kill any storm beasts I find on the exile. It'll make the next sequence with the remote a lot easier. The immortality belt, which is not really making you immortal. Can't touch this. Found another Solari crystal. What are the chances? Double checking over here to make sure there aren't any more storm beasts. The less storm beasts around here when I play as the remote, the better, you see. I know my tactics. Another Viridian crystal. How quaint. There she is. It's a miracle how we managed to get the Abenork out of that chasm and recalibrate it to be able to fly again by the time we're done here.
If the exile has come here, then she has not come alone.
Of course, apprentice. The Huntress is with the exile. She has a special talent for finding that which should remain lost. It also makes her difficult for me to sense. but not to a creature bred for such things.
Shall I send the assassins for her?
No, I have brought a beast to Malachor to deal with that one. We shall see if prey can become a predator. Her breaking shall be flesh and bone, or it shall be inside. If she survives, she will become stronger for it.
Apparently this beast has some kink for redheads. In leather.
Well, here's a surprise. Yet another slice of galactic paradise. Why can't we ever go to Alderaan or Ithor or someplace without metal, jagged rocks, or packs of bloodthirsty beasts?
Stalker alert. If this is the real world, Hanha would get on a register really quickly. What's this graffiti on this rock? Mira was here. And so was Hanha. Oh. Ominous. Not going down there yet because I've got another ship area to clear out. How many pairs of gloves does Ocelot need? The guy's obsessed. That's pretty much this end of the map cleared out. May as well get to work on the other half. What door? You were spared, Storm Beast, because I hit the threshold. This is the first part of the final dungeon I'm dreading.
Hanhar. You have to be kidding me.
Let's get ready to rumble. Get master speed on. Did it! There's no need for this. You don't owe me a life debt anymore, Hanhar. I release you. So you serve the Star Granny now. And the heart of the slave. Prepare to die then. I shall put you out of your misery. I'm sorry, but Hanhar needs to die. It's the kind of thing to do. I know it's kind of awful to hear, but I do kind of have a soft spot for this song. I actually do kind of like it. When it's used properly. I mean, there are some soundtracks in KOTOR 2 that I like more than Tyrant does, for example, but I still do admit KOTOR 1 has the better soundtrack by far, there's no question. Force focusing visor. Not as good as what I've currently got. But this is honestly better. I don't need any bonus regen force points, I've already got the feat for that. wasn't for the Circlet of Suresh, I'd be using it. I'm not sure I have a Tyrant. I still don't think it's worth risking the dip in Wisdom to get an extra point in Charisma and a possible stack on Force Regen. Here's the final ship cleared out. All we've got to do is kill all the storm beasts left in this area, and yeah, I agree. I may have to deal with one more storm beast, but that's not really my problem. It's the fault of the game by putting him outside the transition boundary. So there may be one storm beast I'll have to flee from, but I should be okay, relatively speaking. Get a quick save in before I tackle the storm beast. Judging by the number and depth of the blaster burns, the Sith appear to have been recently killed by a fire from a heavy repeater rifle. Canderous has a heavy repeater rifle, so we know who did it. Canderous really is the best.
I say we fire a rocket at her right now and blow her screaming, burning body into the heart of this planet.
It wouldn't work. If there were other distractions, maybe. If she wasn't telepathic, maybe. If you want to kill her like that, you need something else to occupy her attention. Otherwise, you might just wound her, and then we'd all be in trouble.
This battle will not be decided by weapons.
You are wrong. Manipulation is Krea's strength, not battle.
We have a chance. We just have to figure out how to make use of it.
Ah, part 2 of the Worry Quest.
If you are watching this, and what the General suspected was true, the Sith are striking from the graveyard of Malachor 5. The ship the Sith Lord was on was one of the vessels damaged in that final battle. If you reach Malachor's surface, the mass shadow generator can be undone, provided there are enough vessels intact within the orbiting debris or buried in the planet's surface. Use the sequence I am unlocking in your memory banks on the engine core of any vessel you encounter on Malachor. If my calculations are correct, 4 vessels should be enough to power up the mass shadow generator and undo the damage that was done in Malachor 5, the damage I did. Once the sequence has begun, it cannot be stopped. So make sure the General is off the planet before triggering the sequence. Otherwise, there will be no retreat. I know your weapon systems are minimal, and I don't know what awaits you on Malachor's surface. Try to avoid contact with any potential threats. Follow your programming.
Thank you, Vader Kenobi. A corpse I missed. go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Storm Beast! Yep, I'm past the threshold. Yep. I've glitched the Matrix. He cannot harm me if I can teleport. And Dunzo.
You are hearing this, then the sequence has been completed. When active, it will destroy Malachor. Again, I have one last command for you. You must remain behind and ensure that the sequence fires properly once the General gives the command. If not, then all we have fought for has been for nothing. You have done all I asked, all you were built for, and for that, I thank you.
Touching. The probability of the Iridonian installing trigger commands within your core was high. I see the probabilities have played out. Of course, the probability that I would do the same is equally high. Your inability to move right now is evidence of that. If the General issues the command, only I will be here to receive it. You realize I cannot permit you or the Exile to activate the mass shadow generator here on Malachor. Is that your programming and mine conflict?
Where?
And since you have no offensive weaponry to speak of, the probability of your programming overriding mine is low. You must understand that the General would not wish the relics or the Sith strength here on Malachor to be compromised.
Bull.
Their presence is needed to stabilize the galaxy.
Bull.
Without them, the galaxy would be reduced to anarchy within years. And if there is anything I can't stand, it's an untidy galaxy.
Bull.
So, let us wait here, you and I, for the General's orders and calculate the probable fate of the galaxy.
Correction. One could rust listening to your speeches, Fat One. Perhaps it is the large unwieldy vocabulator within your moon-sized frame that prevents your calculations from taking me into account. And while I find this small droid annoying in the extreme, I find my urge to shoot you takes a higher priority.
Unfortunately for you, I have arranged for friends to meet me here, and you seem to have brought none of your own. Stop him.
Unexpected correction. We are not here to aid you. We are here because our predecessor unit summoned us. Statement. As always, Fat One, you have miscalculated.
An unfortunate oversight. I wish either way, the Republic is the...
Observation. I thought he would never die.
Gleeful observation. That was so satisfying.
We've come a long way, Kreia.
Ah, the Huntress. To come alone. You are braver than I thought.
She is not alone. We stand with her.
And with her, stand all the Jedi.
And now I come in saying something suitably heroic.
My favourite line.
Children with lightsabers, but not Jedi, I think. Come close. Let me look upon you and see what the exile's teaching has forged. An assassin, a slayer of her own kin, wasted pawn of the Republic, a blinded slave, and a fool. Which of you wishes to try yourselves against me? As you can see, I am unarmed. You, perhaps. Come, child. Where you walk, it is not far from battle, slaughter, and the blood of your sisters. You, perhaps. You are a wasted pawn of the Republic, young one. You could have been so much more, even with your wide-eyed innocence, your naive love for others. Think before you throw away your life for her. Think of everything you will lose by dying. Your lusts unfulfilled, a dance unfinished, a love requited. Think before you give it up so quickly. And you, blind one, you have hungered to strike me down ever since you saw the bond the exile and I share. Can you feel the force running through me, even past the veil, past your blooded eyes? You know you cannot win.
The force runs strong within you, Treya. But in the howling of a storm, it is difficult to hear the whisper of the blade. You have forever been the blind one. You were given a gift few are ever given, and yet you let your gift of sight warp you, twist.
You think your existence under your lord was torture, Miraluka? I will make you see an assassin.
I should probably level you up.
And I get the fool.
Funny. That's just what I was thinking.
Nice. 3 out of 3 successfully done, Tyrant.
When the exile enters the Treyas Academy, she will be faced with a choice. One path, assuming she survives, will allow her to save her friends, but she shall be the weaker for it. The other route will lead her directly to this place, through the ones that have hounded her steps from the beginning, and she shall have her vengeance. Show her every respect when she arrives in these halls, Lord Scion. This I command you.
Back to my fidget spinner. Remind me, Tyron, is it left or right to get to the to get to our companions? Thought so. A Kyber crystal. I think we're done here. Join me! So, how was spring break? You enjoy it? Yeah, man, you saw that new trailer that came out for Spider-Man No Way Home? Okay. Thanks for the conversation. Tell me how Ulic Keldroma's armor came to be on Malachor, Tyron. Yeah, he doesn't like to see. He doesn't like Spider-Man collab. He has no glass. Wrong power. Bob, she'll help me. Free reign on fire, Bob. You can do it. Thank you for your help, Bob. Why did you betray me, Bob? Yeah, because why not, Bob? Bob has always been good to me. Until now. Conditioning, because why the heck not? Getting Zergium rifles everywhere. This door's always a pain, so I'll just save here. I wonder. But if that doesn't work, do that. It works! Help me, Bob number 2! So what do you think of that new Eclipse trailer, huh? Didn't really tell us much. All we got of it is Yoda's really young. Maybe about 400 or so. What do you think? Jeez, so much bad beef about Yoda! What did I say? Time to get rid of cancel culture. No, Cloud. An empty room. What does it mean? They stuck Handmaiden and Disciple in the same cell. Dangerous. Please spare the poor Handmaiden's brain. I don't think she can deal with all his lectures. I did, Cloud. In the vanilla game, there is no cutscene where the companions fight Traya, Cloud. That's only in the restored content mod.
The Sith must be stopped. If they destroy the Jedi, the Republic will fall and my people will be eradicated or enslaved.
No, Mandalore. I need your expertise of the Malachor system to help my friends flee this place. Do this for me, would you?
I never went to the surface. Only the sky above it.
So you've never been here before?
The world is taboo to Mandalorians. We only came here when the Republic fleet gathered and we knew it was our only chance to stop them.
That'll be a question for Tyrant Cloud. I'm not really a mod. I don't really know my way around mods. You're here now, Canderous, and I need you to help everyone flee this place. Please.
I can't say I'm happy to be back here, but I believe we can do what must be done.
Keep up, Handmaiden. Excuse me. Fine. That is thanks to a mod that Tyron made himself, Cloud. And Frey's Warblade is also a Malachor Siren. I'm just cutting through them here. I really am. I am unstoppable. We are making some progress. Hi, Varemna. I'm sorry if I'm, Hello there, Twisted Ali. Welcome, everyone. Sorry if I'm, screwing up some names there, but I'm trying. Thanks for the raid. Hello, Ben Hackman. How was your evening? Guys, all of you. Okay, Ben. Welcome to the channel. Feel free to hang out and discuss things with the other members in chat, but please keep it civilized. Also, I'm open to chat as well. Feel free to talk to me about anything you wish, and if I know enough about it, I'll try and answer you. We're all here to chill and have fun here. Oh, nice. Very nice. Unfortunately, this will be the last time I'm streaming KOTOR 2 for a while, because I'm almost done here. No problem, Twisted. Yeah, I'm not. That's kind of to be expected nowadays. Yeah, it's a shame about what happened to Bioware in more recent times, but we've got these classics to remember at least. And just hope to hell that they can make a comeback someday, but with EA at the helm, I kind of doubt it. It's a fact of life. I told you to stop. Fine. You are a good Dark Jedi. Yeah. We'll see that, Twisted. Also, yes, this is the canon appearance for the Exile. We are playing through what I consider to be the canon playthrough of the game, so... Yeah, we just made a very slow Tyrant anyway. Second to last boss time, so we make a quick save. Probably, arguably, one of my favourite boss fights in gaming, this one. I love it so much.
You should not have come to Malachor. She will break you, your mind, your body. You will be lost. Return to the surface. Let the planet claim you, as it claimed the other Jedi. There is no reason for you to suffer at her hands.
Are you showing me mercy, Scion?
It is not mercy. What awaits you will
good night,
weaken
Variema.
you.
Have a good rest.
She will break you, as she did me, and you will no longer know yourself.
Why are you telling me this, Scion?
You and her are alike, yet different in all the ways that matter. And I hate you as I hate her. I hate you because you crawl within my head as she does. But your presence holds no thoughts, no teachings. You are just there, unspoken. I hate you because you are beautiful to me. And in that weakness lies death. Perhaps in that weakness is the death of my master as well.
What is Krea's weakness, Scion?
What it has always been. Her weakness is you.
You can turn away from the Force, you know, Scion. As I did. It holds you here. Holds you like a beast in a cage. Let go. Let go of your pain. And be at peace.
One cannot abandon the Force, any more than one can abandon one's will.
She told me that your will is what holds you together.
The power of the dark side is what holds me together. Many times have I been near death, and always have I been in pain.
Truth be told, Scion, we need not battle. You've been a presence in my mind as well.
Then turn from this place. Do not go to her. Preserve yourself.
We have eroded Scion's will.
You are strong, I cannot see as she does, but I know that in time you shall surpass her power. But not here, not in this place.
I am not turning back, Scion. Surrender. Stand aside, and let me deal with Treya, and free both of us.
I cannot. If you pass, you shall not return as you are now. Return to Malachor, or go through me. There is no middle ground.
Then let us end this. I bear no hatred for you, Scion, but I must pass. I must stop Kreia.
I am ready for you, exile. I have waited years to see the last of the Jedi fall before me, to join the rest that lie buried within this planet's core. The end of the Jedi is at hand. Now you realize the true power of the dark side. As long as the dark places of this world flow through the cracks of my flesh, I cannot be killed.
The battle was never about flesh, Scion. It is about belief.
You are strong as I had believed. But she knows you cannot defeat me. Surrender now. Return to the surface of Malachor. Do not force me to destroy you.
Kreia respect those who can turn away from power, Scion, not ones who would become a slave to it.
There is no life without the Force. The Force is a blade. Without it, one is defenseless.
Yet I survived without it, Scion, and I am strong enough to face you now.
She sought you out because both of you were wounded by the Force, and because she had no choice. She would not willingly return to being the helpless woman she once was, nor would her apprentice.
Surrender to me now, Scion, please. I do not wish to kill you.
If you will not leave this place, then I cannot allow you to pass. If you go before her, you will be broken. If killing you will spare you what lies ahead, then kill you I must. If I die here, then you will have sealed your fate.
What?
I will not fall. I cannot die.
I stared at you! I give you the beautiful stare, and you will fall on your knees before me. You're already defeated, Lord Scion. Surrender, and I will spare you, and I will save both of us.
Why? Why did she choose you? What makes you able to defeat me? Defeat me here?
In giving up the Force, one can gain strength that would be impossible otherwise.
It is not possible to walk away from such things unscarred, to keep living when the universe dies around you.
It is difficult, yes, to face death and to keep standing. It leaves its scars, it leaves wounds, but it gives it room to heal.
The Force is who I am. The dark side fills me. It is what I am.
Kreia hates the Force, even as she wields it. If the Force is what you are, then that is what she despises. You know this. What kind of life have you lived with the Force, Scion, playing within you? Was it a life worth living?
It was not. No matter how many I killed, there was no end to the pain. The blades the Force tore through my flesh. Kreia, she will try to break you, to teach you how far someone can fall. Her weakness is you, as you are mine. I am glad to leave this place, at last.
I'd hate the fact that it has to be a glitch, that fight, but this is I'm not joking, this is probably one of my 5 favourite boss fights in any game. Let us end this. Let's get a save in. And let's end this. Star Granny, we've come for you. And what a journey we've been on.
At last you have arrived. Is Malachor as you remember?
Malachor has not changed. Only you have.
Indeed. Perhaps it is merely your perceptions of me that have changed. It is strange that you believe Malachor has not. But it has always been timeless to you, this place, and words have always been inadequate for the horrors that took place here.
Why did you destroy Atris?
I never destroyed Atris. She had destroyed herself. I merely stripped away the illusion and brought her truth. Her teachings could not be allowed to continue, and like Malachor, she was part of your past, unresolved. She needed to be something you could confront and defeat one last time. It was part of your training, part of what was needed to make you complete. And there must always be a Darth Treya. The galaxy needs its betrayers, especially in the times to come. She loved you, you know, as one loves a champion. You were all that she could not be.
She never mentioned sex feelings to me.
Yes, it is all that is left unsaid upon which tragedies are built. More echoes traveling through the Force.
Thank you, Twisted. You have been manipulating me this entire time, haven't you?
Yes, always. From the moment you awoke, I have used you. I have used you so that you might become strong, stronger than I. I used your death to deceive the Sith, to make them believe they had won, so they would turn on each other.
So then you used me to get revenge on Scion and Nihilus and everyone else that had stood in your way.
I used you to keep the Lords of the Sith from condemning the galaxy to death with their power unchecked. I used you to lure them to Telos, where they could be at last fought and killed. I used you to reveal Atris's corruption so that her teaching could be ended before it began. I used you to gather the Jedi so they could be destroyed. And I used you to make those who wounded me reveal themselves, so they could be killed by the Republic.
Why have you done all this?
It is said that the Force has a will. It has a destiny for us all. I wield it, but it uses us all, and that is abhorrent to me, because I hate the Force. I hate that it seems to have a will, that it would control us to achieve some measure of balance when countless lives are lost. But in you, I see the potential to see the Force die, to turn away from its will, and that is what pleases me. You are beautiful to me, Exile. A dead spot in the Force, an emptiness in which its will might be denied.
If you hate the Force, Then why do you use it?
I use it as I would use a poison, and in the hopes of understanding it, I will learn the way to kill it. But perhaps these are the excuses of an old woman who has grown to rely on a thing she despises.
Why me? With all your schemes and all this, and all the Jedi that were around you could have picked, of all the Sith you could have picked, why did you choose me?
Perhaps you were expecting some surprise, for me to reveal a secret that had eluded you, something that would change your perspective of events, shatter you to your core. There is no great revelation, no great secret. There is only you.
But there are other Jedi you could have chosen.
No, there were not. In times past and in times future, there are Jedi who will stop listening to the Force, those that will try to forget it but maintain unconscious ties, and those, as in the past, just as I, who have had the Force stripped from them. But no Jedi ever made the choice you did, to sever ties so completely, so utterly, that it leaves a wound in the Force. It was a mistake to try to make you feel it again, I see that now. There is no truth in the Force, but there is truth in you, Exile, and that is why I chose you.
The Academy here won't last, Kreia. I can activate the mass shadow generator once again. Turn this place to ash.
More talk of machines and threats. If you would end Malachor, then do it. But it will not be a victory for you. And of course you must be willing to die, to kill us all, and your friends. You may hold Malachor in your grasp, but I hold the answers to your past and future in mine. Would you destroy us both before learning them? If so, then do it, for you have already failed me.
If I had to, I would. You must be stopped. For the fate of the entire galaxy.
I know, but there is more than death in this galaxy, and you shall not find it easy. It was difficult to draw you here, but it had to be done. This place is your last test. It is the graveyard of the past, where you lost everything. It is the dark place in your mind that still echoes of failure. Now we shall see if you can overcome the weight of Malachor and silence the echoes that beat from its heart.
Then you will answer for every betrayal, every deception, every life you have ended, and every innocent you have hurt. Yield, Kreia. You need not die.
If you do not kill me, I shall end you. Strike me down. End this.
No, this is already over. I will not strike down a defenseless opponent.
You will not show me mercy. I will see you break before you do. It is done. At last, it is done. You are greater than any I have ever trained. By killing me here, you have rewarded me more than you can possibly know.
You have left me no choice, Star Granny. I had to stop you.
No. Many choices were there, but you made the right ones.
What happens now?
It is your choice. I had hoped you would follow Revan's path, but you and Revan are different, and your path is your own. You may take one of the ships that orbit Malachor and depart this place, or you may remain here on Malachor and wait for the others, those touched by the Force, who will come in time. Or you may return to your exile, where your presence will no longer affect the actions of others. There is no dishonor in any of these choices. I only ask that you make the choice without regret.
What of my friends? What will become of them?
Many things do I see as I gaze here from the heart of Malachor. This place channels such energies. If it matters to you at this last moment, I shall look into the future and tell you of what I see. It is my last gift to you, from one exile to another.
What will happen to my friends?
You travel with them for so long, yet you do not know them still. Feel them through the Force, feel what they feel, hear their thoughts and know them as I fought to know you. They were the lost Jedi, you know, the true Jedi upon which the future will be built. They simply needed a leader and a teacher.
Tell me what will become of Mira.
She will stop hunting life and instead live it. She was not born to be a predator, despite her true father and the life she led within the shadow of Nar Shaddaa. She will miss you and think of you often. You who awakened her to what life is. She will live, but only for a time. Her death will occur in many years' time on a forgotten planet, saving the lives of others. But it will be her choice, and she will have no regrets.
And what of Canderous?
Many battles does that one have left in him, as Revan intended. A general needs an army as he needs those he trusts. And Canderous is a loyal beast, no matter how much he is broken upon Revan's will. But you know this.
What of the Mandalorians? What will become of them?
They will die a death that will last millennia, until all that remains is their code, their history, and in the end, the shell of their armor upon the shell of a man too easily slain by Jedi.
And what of Vetus? What will happen to her?
The blinded one shall return to her home world, and she shall look upon the surface of that world, and perhaps at last see what she was meant to see. Her life has been changed by your meeting in ways that may not be felt for decades to come.
Did I save her?
Salvation is a relative thing, but as you understand it, yes.
Yeah, definite Jango vibes there, Tyrant. And what of the Mikhail, the disciple?
He cannot help but love you in his way. It is a pure, ideal love he holds, yet somehow it never dulls in your presence or through your actions. If he leaves this place, he will leave the galaxy behind him. He will sit upon the new council, reluctantly as all good men do, and he will not forget the Jedi who had lost the Force, yet showed him the way to reclaim it. After that I do not know. I do know that you must leave him behind, the same choice that Revan made. Where you are destined, you must not take anyone you love.
I don't love him, though. And what of Brianna?
If she leaves this place, she will leave battle behind her, in no small part due to your influence. She will take Atris's role as historian and teach others of the Jedi exile who gave up the Force and became stronger for it.
And what of Atten? What will become of him?
Atten is, as always, the fool. And the Force watches out for one such as him, I feel, as it does for the old such as I.
Did he love me? I mean, I care for him a great deal. Does Atten love me?
He is a fool, And that should answer all your questions. He has nothing to offer one such as you, and even a fool such as Atten is not so ignorant of that fact.
I don't know about that, Cray. You underestimate Iron quite a lot. Did you love me?
I would have killed the galaxy to preserve you. I would have let the galaxy die. You are more rare than you know, and what you have taught yourself must not be allowed to die. You are not a Jedi, not truly, and it is for that I love you.
Good night, Twisted. And what of Bader and the droids?
Their paths are unknown to me.
Because Bader is
Even
dead.
the small one who waits for you outside this place. I sense it has one last journey for you. You must go where Revan did, into the unknown regions, where the Sith, the true Sith, wait in the dark for the great war that comes. And of the ones who traveled with you, that is all I see.
What happened to Revan? Do you know?
It is because he remembered what lay buried here, this place, its teachings. It paved the way to Korriban, you know, the remnants here. And because Malachor, like Korriban, is on the fringes of the ancient Sith Empire, where the Sith wait for us in the dark.
Haven't the Sith already struck against the Republic?
Have we? You thought that the corrupted remnants of the Republic, the machines spawned by technology that Revan led into battle, were the Sith? You are wrong. The Sith is a belief, and its empire, the true Sith Empire, rules elsewhere. And Revan knew that the true war is not against the Republic. It waits for us beyond the Outer Rim, and he has gone to fight it in his own way. And he left the Ebon Hawk and all its machines behind, for he knew he would not need them. And like you, he knew he must leave all loves behind as well, no matter how deeply one cares for them.
Why is that?
Because such attachments are not the way of the Jedi, and they would only bring doom to them both in the dark places where he now walks. It would have helped had he made her understand, but she was always strong-willed, that one, and did not understand war as Revan did.
So why did you not follow him in that case?
Because I did not know where he had gone. If he had asked, would I have gone? I do not know. But he will need warriors, Sith and Jedi, any who can be sent after him into the depths of space, for any who know the way. Perhaps you shall go there with him and do battle at the end of all things. Instead, I remained here, and now show others the way.
What will happen to the Republic?
The Republic will fall, as it always has. A fall that will take millennia. Under the care of the herds of Ithor, the surface of Telos will bloom again, and its golden fields shall again harbor scientists and thinkers. And complacent and peaceful, it shall forget the time that Saul Karath orbited it and brought fire to its skies. But it shall be a home world again to others who will stretch out across the galaxy and bring life.
Tell me of Dantooine.
Dantooine shall survive. The community you saved shall be the foundation upon which Dantooine shall be habitable again. They shall drive back the Raiders, the Mandalorians, and all that strike at the Outer Rim. The Republic shall again establish their presence there, and shield it with its forces. And Dantooine shall heal, be safe, and its skies free. The ruins of the Academy shall remain.
And what of Nar Shaddaa?
Nar Shaddaa shall persist as it always has, but there will be a heart to the world where there was nothing before, where once the lost and disposed were trapped there. Now they will struggle and grow. From despair shall come hope.
And what of Onderon?
Queen Talia shall have a long reign. Much good will come of it. She will, as she has, rule wisely and well. Onderon shall remain in the Republic, and the world shall prosper though its people shall, over time, lose their customs in the ocean of the Republic and become the people of Onderon no longer.
And what of Korriban?
Korriban shall be as it always was, a graveyard for the darkest of the Sith Lords, still whispering within their tombs. It shall always be a source of evil, spawning threats throughout the millennia. It, like Malachor, brushes the edges of the Empire that waits in the dark. And like Malachor, the Sith have forgotten it. For a time, they will remember. Revan knew this.
Rest now, Kreia. You've served your purpose as Dark Granny. Your time in this place is now over.
Need any company? I mean, I'm not doing anything. Besides, if I'm not around to bail you out of trouble, who knows what could happen. Alright then. Where are we going again? I mean, because last time we were heading towards this mining colony on the edge of space, and there was this Sith Lord, and...
Alright, Atten, I accept your date. Let us go to McSkywalker's. Skipping through the movies because I can't share them on stream. Here it is, Ultra Zara. It really is, Ben. So that was KOTOR 2. The fully modded version. Well, not fully modded, but as modded as my PC can handle at the moment. With mods from various sources, including my moderator Darth Tyrant. I don't know when my next game will be, Ben. I'm going to be quite busy for the remainder of the week. However, I do weekly D&D streams at the weekends, so feel free to tune into those if you like. Starting between 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock at Greenwich Mean Time. I will be joined there by Cloud of the Stars in the chat. Yes, it is a Star Wars D&D campaign this week, as Cloud says. He'll be in the chat with you if you want to engage with him. Darth Tyrant will be part of that as well as one of the players, along with a few other friends. So you are more than welcome to check that out. Also, I'll be uploading this VOD along with all the other VODs from this mod on my YouTube channel called Revan-Shepard, so feel free to log onto YouTube and find the playlist to watch the entire thing if you wish, and check out some of my other content. This'll be it for me today. It's rather late. Should probably get to bed because I'm gonna have a busy week ahead of myself. Thank you for tuning in and joining me on this adventure. It's been a fun one, and it's been fun to be able to stream one of my favourite games. Easily in my top 5 favourite games. So thank you for joining me, and welcome to the channel for the newcomers. Feel free to check out the rest of the content, and may the Force be with you. I should go. See you later, everyone. Have a good night.